podcast. Yeah, I'm filming another video. It's another deck profile one, as you can see, because they're playmat. And today, I'm going to be doing a deck profile of my Red Ice deck. Starting off, I have used 3 copies of Red Ice Black Dragon, which is really shiny in the camera. I want to get the the 10th anniversary artwork one. I used to have it, but I explained what happened to that in our previous videos, which I'm still fucking pissed about. I have 3 Red Ice baby dragons I use. Finally got secret rare ones. I used 3 Black Metal Dragons. I want to get super rare ones. And I have 3 Ghost Ogres, Snow Rabbit that I use. Which I don't know if I want to replace it with Ash Blossom or get Ash Blossom to go in here along with it. Maybe just have like 2 of each. Also, who doesn't love hand traps? I mean, they can technically be useful, but they can also be a pain in the ass at the same time. And next up is 3 Fantastical Dragon Phantasme, which I'm thinking about. I'd maybe taking 1 or all 3 out. Maybe. It's not 100%. It's made decision yet, so. And so far I only have 2 Gifford Red Ice Iron Knight, which I want to get the secret rare versions of eventually. And I want to get 3 of them. And I have 2 the Black Soul Legend, which I want to get 3rd one. And I don't know if I want to get the secret rare ones or keep them as ultra rares, because secret rares are expensive. And I can always find and get a hold of the pack that it's in, but I think that's expensive set right now. You'd have to open a lot of it just in order to get those 3 copies. But I have 3 Red Eyes, or not 3, but 2 Red Eyes Retro Dragons, which is really all you need of that one. And 1 Red Eyes Dungeon Metal Dragon. I used to have the, what was it, super? Yeah, it was a super rare. It came with this from this special edition set. I bet. So I got one back in 2010, and because there was 2. Is that or Dandelion? I was hoping to pull this one, and I did. And I traded it. I regretted it. I got a common now. Multiple commons, really, of it. It did get reprinted and bumped up to ultra rare, and then it got a secret rare release, which kind of want to get all of those ones, like 1 of each. And I also have 1 Ice Black Flare Dragon. That's really all you need, is just 1 of him. Then 1 Red Ice Archfiend of Lightning. 1 Dark Magician, and you know exactly where that's going. 1 Ash Blossom. 1 Rocket Synchron. Yeah, gonna get a little chaotic in here in a minute or two. 3 Red Ice Fusion. Here comes the chaotic part, or one of them anyway. 3 Super Primarization, cause why the hell not? 3 Mystical Space Typhoon, and kind of a stickler for some older spell cards. 2 copies of Claw of Hermos, although I'm thinking about taking one out and one copy of one card out, which I'll get to in the extra deck, which I'll get to in a bit. 2 copies of Twin Twisters. It's pretty decent. 2 copies of Return of the Dragon Lords. I don't really use them all that much. 1 Monster Reborn. 1 Called by the Grave, because that's what it's at, which sucks. I actually originally had it, went back when it was 3, I had 3 copies of it in here. Ah, good times. Me and my friend Aaron would do it, and I would use it on him constantly, which would screw up his strategy, which I thought was funny. And then this is also back when the LP Pisty and Misty were still not banned, and I'd had those in there too. And then I would just bring out the cards where I need it, and then this is long before Dragoon came out. I would end up bringing out a certain Link card and certain. I'm doing this. I'll explain. I'm done. I want to get to the extra deck. Instead of just rambling on. 1 Sorcerer of Revealing Light, because you can't go wrong with stalling for a little bit. 1 Raigeki. Man, that looks good. Let's see, rare. 2 copies of Return of the Red Eyes. I have 3, just one's side decked right now. 1 Red Eyes Famewood Chain. I kind of maybe want to bump that up to 2. Maybe. 1 copy of Red Eyes Spirit. 1 copy of Crush Card Virus. 1 copy of Erratic Epidemic Virus. 1 copy of Deck Devastate Virus. Now, the reason why I have these in here, these 3 specifically, my friend Aaron, sometimes he'd use his zombie deck. Oh my god, I hate that fucking deck so fucking badly. Especially when it came to fucking Zombie World. After a while, I got thinking, is there a way around that? I thought, wait a minute, what about the virus cards? So I went back, found them, read them. I thought, yes, fuck it, I'm putting these in here. Because this is going to be not only my way of getting rid of that card, but also some of his zombie cards. But I never did get a chance to test that out because he ended up disassembling that deck and he hasn't really used it at all. So, yeah, sucks I never got to test that out. And then 1 copy of Mirror Force, because you can't go wrong with Mirror Force. Now for the extra deck. I have 2 copies of Earnest Black Dragon Sword, which is one I would talk about maybe taking one out, and it would probably easily be common. Because, I mean, that just looks beautiful. It's super rare. 1 Star Venom Fusion Dragon. 1 Red Eye Slash Dragon. And as you saw in the corner, one Red Eye's Dark Dragoon, one Archfiend Black Skull Dragon. I actually pulled this from the set it's from, and this is an ultimate rare, and it is absolutely gorgeous. As an ultimate rare. I mean, given you can get it as, I think, either super ultra rare, but I think it looks better as an ultimate rare. And I don't have that very many ultimate rares. So, that's it for the fusions. Now, I have one synchro in here. Just the one and only. And this was something I thought about putting in here once I got it. This also, and Aaron gave this to me, the same Aaron that I was talking about just a little bit ago. Yes, that Aaron. And only because I thought it would help this deck out, and it is Borreload Savage Dragon. Finally ended up getting one after like 2 years of trying to get him. But I want to get a second one for my Rocket Dragon deck, which at this point I'm just gonna have to end up buying singles for that, because the starter deck or structure deck or whatever it was of it, it's kind of expensive, just like with the Sound Night Great deck. So I'm gonna have to find what I need and just order the singles of those, which is gonna suck because some of those cards are pretty expensive on their own. Plus, there's the fact that Ash Blossom is in that set. Anyway, I'm gonna use one copy of number 11 Big Eye, which I don't really use all that much. I use it like more often than this next one, which is number 76 Harmonizer Gradiel. Is that how you pronounce that? You know, I don't really use this one like at all, really. Debating on whether taking that one out or not, because it is pretty good. That's a decent effect. 2 Red Eyes Flame Metal Dragons, and this one's a gold rare, and now it's just regular ultra rare. I'm also thinking about taking one of these out, and if I do, it's the ultra rare one, because the gold rare one looks pretty good. And hello, Dot. Well, I guess one of our cats making a surprise appearance. Hello. Hi, Dot. Anyway, get down, good boy. Or you might just keep them in there, because with both of them, you can do a decent amount of burn damage. 1,000 damage. Because if it were just the one, it would just be 500, which... Anyway. 1 Axio, the Heavenly Spears. 1 IP Masquerena. 1 Flash Charge Dragon, which I don't use as much as I was in the beginning when I first put this in here. And he's back. Now for a second there, I thought the timer stopped. Or that it stopped recording. Anyway, the one and only copy of Blackluster Soldier of Chaos that I pulled from Battles of Legend Heroes Revenge. Why the fuck are you licking the window? One copy of Topologic Bomber Dragon, which this is another one I don't use as much as I used to in the beginning when I first put it in here. one copy of Bulbasaur Dragon, which I actually like how the goalie is around it. And then right here, I can feel it, and you can even feel this outline of it. They really should do that more often. Now, there's a pretty cool combo that I came up with. So basically, I'll bring out him, and if you happen to have him out, equip it to him. Now hopefully your graveyard is stacked with dragons, because once you equip it to him, after it's fact, you can give him one hell of a boost. 1000 attack at top, at 500 attack defense for each dragon monster on the field and in the graveyards, both yours and your opponents. Plus, on top of that, you can gain 1500 attack or make a second attack. I always choose the second attack part because, I mean, it's kind of in a way, helps you wipe the board faster. But if you happen to get this out along with, say, Bulbasaur Dragon, Dragoon, or Roller Savage, that's a hell of a combination. But if you have him out along, he's equipped with Rise Black Dragon Sword, and you happen to have, what I also sometimes do is bring Star Venom Fusion out, use his effect to copy his, and just boost him up a bunch. Or either that or copy his effect so that he can attack twice. Either way, he's getting a pretty good, he's getting a decent effect. He's copying a decent effect. And sometimes I'll even, what I'll do is, it's in the side deck, I'll put this on a field, and if my opponent's monsters are defense mode and I have a bunch out, use this, attack them in defense while they're in defense position. They'll take damage, or if I have this out, because effect basically does that, if he attacks them while they're in defense position, they get inflicted with piercing battle damage. Now, one of the other things I like to do is, considering now these guys are all essentially just dragons, but I wouldn't use those ones. No. Little dot. But considering they're all dragons, you know, he's not, which kind of sucks. But he's a Cyber's warrior, which that's one thing I kind of hate about Blacklist Soldier, because oh wait, okay, now Rise thing would change. So if this guy here was a dragon, which, you know, I could easily make into a dragon with Reproducus if I wanted to. Ooh, that's actually not a bad idea. Anyway, if I can make him a dragon and then equip him with this, gain all his extra attacks. Not only would I choose the part where he can attack twice, but I'd equip this onto him because it can only be equipped to. Oh shit, so red eyes. Well, if it just said a dragon type, what I would have done was equipped it on him, and he can make another attack. So, but first, I would use this, equip this on him, attack, because of that attack, he would attack again, and then use his fact to attack for a third time. And on top of that, with having all the tech gain from him, that would be pretty much almost game right there. And actually, it would be not almost. But what I would also do is, because if he was on the field, I would basically target him, have starting Venom gain his effect to give him more attack, and then I would put this onto him so he can make 2 attacks, like Blackluster Soldier here, and boom. But since it has to specifically be a Red Eyes monster you control, theoretically I can equip it to Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, which means I can not only make it attack twice, but because of its effect, come on, focus. Because of that last fact, you can discard 1 card and negate the activation. If you do, try that card. If you do, this card gains with an. Okay, so if he does gain that 1,000 by any chance, makes him 4,000. Now, with being equipped with this, he can attack twice. But first, what you can also do is, again, equip this to him, even more attack, with his negating effects, and on top of that, equip and with this. That's pretty badass combo right there. Being able to negate, then getting a shitload of extra attack points thanks to this, and then being able to attack twice with this. And if I'm not mistaken, you can have to already attack twice per turn, can't he? It's been a while since I read this. Yeah, see, he can destroy one monster opponent controls. Yeah, number of times to turn up to the number of normal monsters used. Yeah, which would be 2. Now you don't have that attack effect like I thought it did. No. But yeah, that's basically. And but there's all kinds of other combos, but if I went through all of those, I'd be giving them all away, and this video will be a lot longer than it is, which it's almost 25 minutes long. Holy shit. Totally should just make it like this, because his white ass won't move. Anyway, that's it. Bye for now.